Good afternoon, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 48-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It's not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, it's not for you. Topic of today's pit is something that I found disturbing this morning. Here a while back in Kansas City, reading off my tablet so I don't mess up. 16-year-old teenager, a black teenager named Ralph Yarl. I hope I'm saying that correctly out of respect. Y-A-R-L, Yarl. Ralph Yarl, who's 16 years old. He knocked on the wrong door. He was the numbers were right, but I guess the streets were off. It was like one of these 11th Street, 11th Ave. Anyway, he knocked on the wrong door, and the owner of the house shot him. And we're praying for his recovery. You know, we don't want him to die. The thing that's disturbing about it is that they paint this shooter to be a racist. Okay, I've looked up a little bit on the shooter, the old man. Excuse me, the older man that shot him. Everybody and anything that I can find says he has never done one racist thing in his life. Now, we don't know how he knocked on the door. He could have, he thought he was going to the right place, so maybe, he banged real hard to mess around or something. Maybe startled the old man, old white man looks out, sees a 16-year-old black teenager, and they're painting it out to be, it was a racial, probably, if it had been a white, I don't think, I'm saying if it would have been a white kid, 16-year-old white kid doing that, he probably would have got shot too. It wasn't the fact that he was black, it was the fact that he was knocking on the wrong door, and we don't have any information on how he was knocking, and I'm not trying to take any blame off the shooter, but this is going to be a lose-lose, okay? The kid's life's forever changed, and this old man's got this on his record now. And but what I'm trying to get to, and this is what I've been telling you guys, okay? This is why yesterday's topic was about nothing. I guess yesterday in North Carolina, a basketball rolled over into the neighbor's yard, and the neighbor was a black guy and the other house was a white family. Well, the black guy apparently, I don't know if he had mental problems or what was going on, but that was like the last straw for him. I guess it had been ongoing kind of thing. And the black gentleman, he comes out and he just starts shooting at everybody. He shoots a 9-year-old girl, she's got little stitches in her face, shoots her dad in the back twice, shoots like 3 other people or something, and then just takes off. They're looking for him right now. Did you hear about that in the news? Doubt it. I had to dig to find that story. It's horrible. It's just as bad as the story I just told you. Now, I'm not making this racial. What I'm trying to say is they are, the media. You see, they won't report on this black man opening fire on a white family because it doesn't fit the narrative of racist, systemic, CRT, rebel flag, and KKK and all that other shit. Okay, and by the way, the rebel flag has nothing to do with the Klan. But disturbing because, number one, there's more and more people shooting people, and without any idea of what they're going to face. I maybe I shouldn't say this, maybe I should, but I committed a crime similar to that, and I went to prison for it, and I'm grateful for that because it changed my life. I found the Lord. I'm sober. I've been out 5 years, 6 years actually, and I'm a way better person today than I was when I went in. So there is some hope for that. But anyway, that's for a future pit. If you have questions about that though, or addiction, by the way, drop a comment because I'm going on 5 years sober. And I got some secrets and some tricks I use to keep me sober that way. But anyway, that's getting off the point of the pit. To wrap it back up, this is just what I'm trying to say about the news behind the news. They'll blast this all over the page and deem this white man, who basically just shot at. It's his house. Somebody's banging on the door. He's shot. It don't matter. He don't know who's out there. It could have been me. I would have got shot. They wouldn't have said it was racial then, But anyway, they're the ones doing it, It's like, it reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite. The writer said, everything in that movie was just a day in the life in the Midwest. You guys made it weird. You guys made it funny, talking about us, the audience. So this isn't, it has to stop, you know. And no, it's not gun laws. He didn't come out with an AR. He came out with a handgun. So, you know, you're not going to ban handguns. And, you know, and there was another argument about, you know, the Second Amendment, you know, they didn't mean AR-15s. Well, they didn't have AR-15s back then. They used a blanket term. They called everything arms, and that includes everything. But anyway, that's kind of off what I'm going off of. What the reason I'm a little scrambled right now is because I just can't wrap my head around this. So maybe you guys can. You know, I don't always have all the answers on this. I'm a little confused. I'm a little upset. Praying for young Ralph, who got shot for just basically knocking on a door. Wrong door, but, you know. And praying for the father of the 9-year-old. You know, she's on the news talking about loving her daddy, and, you know, this maniac, and I don't give a shit what color he was. He's a fucking maniac. You know, comes out. It sounds like the dad's gonna live. So we'll pray for them too. I don't have their names, but look it up if you feel like it. But anyway, that's pretty much the topic of the pit today. If you're catching this on Reels, you have not heard this part. But anyway, you can watch the entire pit on Danny's Pit on YouTube. Just type in Danny's Pit and go to YouTube and watch any show you'd like. I got a lot of shows in there. Some are good, some aren't. So some are really bad. But drop me a comment. You know, hit like and hit subscribe. It really means a lot to me to build my brand. The way I'm doing it, you know, just me and you. And that's what the pit's about. You know, like I said before, you enter at your own risk, but, you know, you're going to probably have a good time. I'm easy to debate with because I can see both sides, you know, sometimes very clearly. And yes, it is black nail polish. Stop asking me. Anyways, with that being said, on a funny note, stay vigilant, America. You know, there's things happening that they're not showing us, and it's not fair, and that in itself is a form of prejudice or racism right there. Just the way they're reporting these two completely, almost identical but different stories. One was all over the news. One, I haven't seen anything on it other than what I found this morning. Anyway, like I said, stay vigilant. Keep looking forward. Once in a while, look behind you. There might be a guitar that needs to be played, which is what I'm going to do right now. So, I love you, America. I still believe in you. I always will. I end the show the same way every time. I love this country. I love being an American. I love all my other heritages too, but mostly I love being an American. So, God bless you. Be safe out there, please. There are some really loose people out there. And, you know, take care of yourself. God bless you. God bless these wonderful and beautiful United States of America. I'm out. Thanks for your time.